What secret did your significant other keep that almost ended your relationship? When Jack started staying late at work every Thursday night, I never suspected he was secretly visiting a hospital across town until I followed him and discovered the painful truth. We'd been married 3 years, and everything was perfect until those Thursday disappearances began. I wanted to believe his late meetings excuse, but the signs of deception were there. He'd come home smelling like hospital disinfectant, not office coffee. His work shirts stayed crisp, like he hadn't worn them all day, and he'd delete text messages the moment they arrived. My friends suggested the obvious. He was cheating. Part of me believed it too. Why else would he lie? Why else would he come home looking emotionally drained but refuse to talk about his day? After 6 weeks of this, I couldn't take it anymore. I decided to follow him, just once, to confirm my suspicions and end the torture of not knowing. That Thursday, I parked across from his office and waited. At 5:30, Jack left the building, but instead of driving home, he headed toward Memorial Hospital on the other side of town. My stomach knotted as I followed at a distance. I watched him park, walk inside, and speak to the reception desk like someone who knew his way around. They pointed him down a hallway, and he disappeared. I waited 15 minutes before working up the courage to follow. At the reception desk, I stammered something about meeting my husband. The nurse looked skeptical but told me, "The Youth Oncology Support Group meets in room 302. Oncology? Cancer? That couldn't be right." I found room 302 and peeked through the small window in the door. Inside was a circle of teenagers, some with no hair, some with surgical masks. And there was Jack, sitting among them, talking animatedly, making a girl with a headscarf laugh so hard she had to wipe tears away. I stood frozen, watching my husband hand out small gift bags to each teen. Not gifts, I realized, care packages of some kind. One boy opened his to reveal video games. Another found art supplies. I backed away before Jack could see me, retreating to my car where I sobbed with confusion and shame. He wasn't cheating, but why keep this secret? Why not tell me about these kids? When Jack came home that night, I couldn't hold it in. "I followed you today," I blurted out before he could even take off his jacket. "To the hospital." His face fell, not with guilt, but with a deep sadness I didn't understand. "You should have told me," I said, tears forming again. "Why would you hide something like this? Those kids clearly adore you." Jack sat heavily on our couch, looking more tired than I'd ever seen him. "I didn't want to talk about Amy," he finally said. "Amy? My sister. She died of leukemia when she was 16. I was 14. He'd never mentioned having a sister, not once in 3 years of marriage. "She spent her last year in that hospital," he continued. "The support group was her favorite part of the week. After she died, I couldn't go back. It hurt too much." He explained that 6 months ago, his mother had donated some of Amy's things to the hospital's teen cancer ward. The nurse remembered Amy and mentioned they were desperately short on volunteers for the teen support group. "I went once just to honor Amy," Jack said, voice breaking. "But those kids, they needed someone who understood, someone who'd been through it as a family member. I couldn't walk away." "But why keep it secret from me?" I asked. "Because I'm not ready to talk about Amy, not fully. Some days I can barely say her name without breaking down." He looked up, eyes red. "I didn't want to bring that darkness home to you." That night, Jack showed me the one photo he kept of Amy, hidden in his wallet behind his driver's license. A smiling girl with his same green eyes and dimples. We stayed up all night as he shared fragments of memories. How Amy loved strawberry ice cream even during chemo. How she collected snow globes from places she'd never visit. How her last words to him were, "Don't cry too long, Jack. Someone else will need your stupid jokes when I'm gone." Last Thursday, I went Jack to the support. The teens welcomed me like I was already. As we drove home, Jack squeezed my hand. "Amy would have liked. Tell me more about her," I said. And for the first time, he smiled while saying her